Hi there. So, happy Monday. I wanted to take a minute to explain what our Monday looks like. I think there's a lot of times that people don't understand the amount of work that we put into what we do. And I really wanted to take this time to create a TikTok to really acknowledge the amount of work that goes into what we do. And it always starts on Mondays. So we technically only get one day off a week during our busy season, which sounds crazy, and it is crazy. But I think the more we acknowledge what goes on back there and the craziness, I think that it helps to educate people, and it helps to educate people to what we do and all the hard work that we put into it. So I'm going to walk you around the studio and kind of show you what goes on some crazy Mondays. So we start by using all of our documents and checking in flowers. So we have 3 events this week that are spread throughout the week. And so all the paperwork that I create on my end on the computer then gets handed to our employees, and then they see what we need to get done and what the flowers need to get checked in. So this is the process, right? So the process then starts with a bunch of boxes of flowers. So we have a good amount more, but this is the one that's closest to me. So all the flowers come in like this, and then we start processing them through a matter of kind of different ways. Roses go in there, they start getting processed, and then they start hand processing all the flowers to start looking like this. Right? So they start in boxes, like they look like that, and then they come in and we start processing them and start separating them according to their events. And I'm going to show you a little bit more as to what happens and what they end up looking like and what still is left over from last week's stuff. So then there's some roses that are going to get put in the warm room that I showed y'all in one of the other TikToks, that these still need to get opened more, and there's things that still need to get closed. But check out what we still have from last week's event. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. This is craziness. So this is this week's event. This is still last week's stuff that, yes, we're hopefully going to put to work, but we still have to clean up all that stuff. We still need to clean up all of this, you guys. So yeah, the work kind of never ends. It's kind of crazy how much work is involved, and it can be a 7-day a week operation. I've kind of cut it down to 6, but we can always, we move work every single day of the week. We just try to make sure that we cut it down to about 5 to 6 days at all possible. So there's our week in just like a short 3-minute TikTok that I wanted to share with you guys. I'll share with you a little bit more about the day-to-day in a couple other videos. I hope y'all are having an awesome day. We'll talk soon.